to this video that details how to use Workday to enroll into the DCP, or Deferred Compensation Plan. The DCP is a voluntary but very valuable plan to participate in. It allows you to set aside extra money for retirement on a tax-deferred basis. To learn more about the plan itself, please watch the DCP video on our website or YouTube page. Before we dive into how you use Workday to enroll, let's first identify what you can and cannot use it for. You can use Workday to enroll in the DCP at any time. You do not need to wait for a certain time of the year, meaning you can start, adjust, and/or stop your contributions at any time. This is a big perk attached to the plan, as it gives you a great sense of flexibility with how much and when you contribute. If you ever have a couple of months where expenses are higher, you can easily log into Workday and decrease or stop your contributions until you're in a more comfortable spot. Then, you can easily resume your contributions. There are, however, several things you cannot use Workday for. First, you are not able to designate your beneficiaries. This is something you are required to do, and you must do so by filling out the NPERS Beneficiary Designation Form. This can be found on our website, and you can fill it out, then either mail it in or bring it to our office. You can set the same beneficiaries as your mandatory retirement plan, but you still must fill out a new form for the DCP. Your pre-existing one will not work. Secondly, you cannot defer any leave payouts for the DCP on Workday. This is another thing that you will have to fill out an NPERS form for, and it once again can be found on our website. Finally, you must go to your Emeritus account login to actually choose which funds you are invested in and make any changes. You will be defaulted into a target date retirement fund called a LifePath Index, but you can choose something else if you would like to. If you are unfamiliar with Workday, or maybe just need a reminder, you can access it by going to link.nebraska.gov. Once there, you will want to click on the bottom right where it says Workday, HR, Recruiting, Learning, and Talent. You will then be taken to this screen, where you can either log in with your @nebraska.gov email or with your username and Workday password. Either way works and will get you to where you need to be. After you log in, you'll be looking at your Workday homepage. To navigate to where we can enroll into DCP, you will want to look at the right side of your screen. There you should see 4 icons stacked on top of each other. You will want to click on the one that says Benefits with the money right next to it. After clicking on the Benefits icon, you will then have a couple more boxes to click on. First, you will want to click the Change Benefits box. This will then take you to a drop-down menu containing a long, alphabetized list of all of your benefits. You'll be looking for the option that says Deferred Compensation Enroll/Change. After selecting that option, you will be presented with a new drop-down box called Benefit Event Date. You can either type out your date in month, day, year format, or you can use the calendar to manually select your date. There are a couple things that are important to address about selecting your start date. First, this cannot be backdated at all, meaning you must select either the current date or sometime in the future. Second, when making changes to how much you are contributing, these will be effective as soon as administratively possible. This typically means you will see your changes reflected on your next pay period. When you are satisfied with the date selected, you will then hit the blue Submit button at the bottom right of the pop-up window. The next 2 steps are really simple. You just have to click the Enroll box underneath the line that says Needs Attention. Then you will click Enroll again, this time directly under the DCP Shield icon. You will then find yourself looking at a screen where you can select between 2 options, Select or Waive. To enroll in the DCP, you would choose Select. If you are wanting to opt out of the DCP, you would choose Waive. This is one of the ways that you can stop contributing to the plan if you are wanting to. The other way we will address during the next step of this process. Once you have clicked the bubble, you will then choose the Confirm and Continue box on the bottom left part of the screen. This will finally take you to the part of the enrollment process where you decide how much money you wish to contribute to the DCP. Contributions are taken from each paycheck, so this will be on a bi-weekly basis. You are able to choose how much you contribute, but there is a minimum and maximum to consider. You must contribute at least $12.50 bi-weekly or $25 per month. You are also limited to $12,250 biweekly, though I imagine that is not something many of us would have to worry about. Anytime you wish to come back and change how much you are contributing, this is where you will do so. When you are ready to continue, you will hit the Save button on the bottom left. On this topic of contribution amounts, it is important to know that there are annual limits you need to be aware of. When on the screen where you designate how much you want to contribute to the DCP, if you look to the right, you should see a whole bunch of words. Included in that is this screenshot, which provides the different maximum contribution amounts, along with a couple of examples of how this works. For 2026, if you are under the age of 50, then you can contribute $24,500 to the DCP. When you are ages 50 to 59, or 64 and older, that increases by $8,000 to $32,500 per year. Finally, if you are turning the age of 60, 61, 62, or 63 during 2026, then you can contribute up to $35,750 to the DCP. There is a catch to those increased contribution amounts though. If in 2025 you earned at least $150,000 in FICA wages, then you are not eligible to contribute any more than $24,500 to this DCP, even if you meet the age requirements for the catch-ups. This is because your contributions would have to be Roth contributions, which function differently on a taxation basis. Our current technological limits do not allow these types of contributions to be made, though this may change in the future. To finish this process and fully get enrolled in the DCP or have your changes implemented, you must hit the Review and Sign button on the bottom of your screen. Just setting your amount does not make it effective, so make sure you click that button. You will then be given the opportunity to review your contribution amount. Make sure that you put the actual number you're wanting to contribute and that you didn't add an extra zero somewhere. Once you have confirmed everything is how you want it, scroll to the bottom of the page and click the I accept box. Finally, you want to click the blue Submit button and your election will be saved and go into effect as soon as administratively possible. Congratulations, you enrolled in the DCP. But that's not all that you need to think about and do with the plan, as there are a few things we ask you to take care of. First, you should check out the DCP Member Handbook. This is located online at our website, which is npers.ne.gov. The Member Handbook details everything about the plan and provides great insights that you should be aware of, so we really recommend at least giving it one read through. The second thing you will still need to do is designate beneficiaries for your DCP. You likely already have beneficiaries set for your mandatory plan. However, like mentioned earlier, these will not be automatically put into place for your new DCP account. So, you will need to fill out a new beneficiary designation form and get it submitted to our office. The final thing you will need to still do is change your DCP investment allocations with Emeritus. If you are not aware, your contributions to the DCP are invested, and you are able to choose from 17 different funds. For more information on how to do this, please refer to our investment information videos that detail how to use the Emeritus website and also how to know which funds work best for you. Please also check out our annual investment report, which again can be found on our website. This report serves as a prospectus of your funds, which gives a detailed summary of each fund, telling you what they are, how they work, how they have been performing, so that you can feel much more confident with making your choice. That concludes our video about using Workday to enroll in the DCP. If you're wanting more information about this plan, please check out our website, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us at either of our phone numbers. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you will all become DCP members soon.